We are all in a crisis brought about by cybercrimes. In recent months, we see a huge spike of successful cyber attacks on leading and well-protected international organizations ranging from American hospitals, Software AG in Germany, and the world's largest cruise line, Carnival. We are seeing entire new families of ransomware, which are also much more sophisticated in just the last few months. And it's not just companies. Phishing attacks are at all-time highs, targeting remote workers. And with many countries going back into lockdown once again due to the second wave of COVID-19, these attacks will continue to spike. What must we do in order to safeguard our corporate digital assets and identities? Hi everyone, my name is Tony Tan, and I'm the Deputy CEO of Imperium Solutions, an AI-powered cybersecurity solution provider. Imperium has been providing consulting and professional services to government-linked organizations, and the Fortune 1000 companies for well over 17 years. These cyber criminals are not just succeeding in their attacks on global companies. Singapore too is not spared. Singapore has witnessed high-profile data theft on leading e-commerce companies just these few weeks alone. The COVID-19 triggered deep recession is creating more incentives to commit crimes. Research has shown that only 4% of Singaporeans could successfully identify a phishing attack. This, coupled with a massive shift to remote work and the proliferation of home-based IoT devices, is creating a perfect storm for cybersecurity professionals. Imperium has found in our work with enterprises that besides continuous cybersecurity education, a comprehensive and well-integrated security platform that combines security hygiene with vulnerability assessment, advanced endpoint protection with detection and response capabilities, SIEMs, CASB, and workflow automation augmented with AI will help immunize your organizations from cyber threats. Any missing link in this chain is a serious weakness for attacks to exploit. Not integrating these solutions to ensure data flows seamlessly will hamper the speed of detection and response. Without AI augmenting to filter the noise and amplify the value of security data, will allow threats to advance into your environment. On August the 18th, at 4:02 p.m., Imperium received a call from an insurance provider in Singapore requesting for support of a ransomware attack and a serious data breach. Over 50 servers were locked down by the ransomware attack. The customer teams took 1 week of non-stop work to restore the backups, while work was done simultaneously to identify the attack paths and pinpoint the malware in their environment. What we have found was a highly sophisticated polymorphic ransomware attack and data exfiltration for profit. The customer is relatively well protected with a hybrid infrastructure consisting of Office 365, on-premise Active Directory and applications. They had antivirus and endpoint detect and respond capabilities. They have patched their system regularly. They also have a SIEM in place. The hackers carry out a well-thought-of and planned mission through a 6-phase process. Phase 1, they started with reconnaissance, and they did this through 4 ways. The first way, by scanning for external-facing servers. The second way, researching into victims' workflow. The third way, imitating legitimate websites. And a fourth way, by blasting emails to enterprise domains in order to activate out-of-office emails and find operational and valid email lists. Phase 2, they started initializing access, and they did this by, number 1, creating highly targeted phishing attacks, especially to external-facing business units, including both sales and customer service. Number 2, by creating VPN exploits linked to privileged sourcing to obtain credentials. Number 3, create drive-by site attacks that imitates commonly used sites by target company and embedded links in email blasts. Phase 3 is where persistent threats and defense evasion starts. They manage to evade the cyber defenses by creating shell macro commands from Excel and PDFs, and through the activation of keyloggers to get to Office 365 to download additional payloads and start the malware injection process. Phase 4 saw the Mimikatz variant LSASS credential being loaded. And in Phase 5 is where the lateral movement happens. Once admin credentials are compromised, the malware continues to crawl and investigate servers. After the critical assets are identified, it will upload and propagate malicious documents and PDFs into Office 365. Finally, at Phase 6, they run the ransomware worm and expose critical assets via links available to anonymous criminals. These attacks are almost similar in execution with some of the most high-profile data breaches and ransomware attacks anywhere in the world today. Is this avoidable? And can we better protect our digital assets? And the answers are yes to both. Imperium, together with our partners Trend Micro, Tenable, Splunk, and Netskope, will share with you how we can 10x your cybersecurity immunity. Let's explore how we can close the security gap by referring to the previous customer mentioned in the classic 6-phase plan attack by hackers. Imperium and our partners can immediately stop reconnaissance during Phase 1 by firstly using Trend Micro Global Intelligence Smart Protection Network to identify illegitimate websites to prevent access by employees. Trend Micro threat detection technologies and intelligence correlates data from its advanced threat scan engine, network content correlation engine, virtual analyzer with network content inspection engine to give you comprehensive insights on cyber threats. And secondly, the Trend Micro email security advanced augmented with machine learning will prevent suspicious emails and blocking phishing attacks from entering the network, thus greatly reducing the chances of compromise. During the second phase, when the hackers start with initializing access, Imperium can stop them through a combination of Trend Micro email security solution and Splunk platform, which is a security orchestration, automation, and response solution, also known as SOAR. With SOAR, Imperium can automate the workflows and allow cybersecurity professionals to focus on what matters fast. VPN exploits could be prevented with Imperium using powerful vulnerability passive scanning by Tenable to identify weakness in security hygiene and plug them to prevent exploitation. With Phase 3, hackers move on to create persistent threats and defense evasions. Imperium, together with Trend Micro's powerful Apex One endpoint solution, will prevent shell commands, keylogging, and payload downloads by multiple approaches in prevention, detection, and response. Apex One utilizes unique capabilities from one-of-a-kind virtual patching, exploit prevention, application control to behavioral analysis, network fingerprinting, and the restoration of encrypted files. Apex One has additional zero-day prevention capabilities through 4 key areas. Web reputation that blocks connections at kernel level, virtual patching that blocks new exploits with industry's most timely vulnerability research, browser-based exploit protection that detects exploit based on script inspection and site behavior, and lastly, device control that block unknown removable media devices and support for Macintosh. With Imperium and Trend Micro's Apex One solution, credential dumping will also be prevented with the capabilities mentioned. To further elaborate on this, Trend Micro will prevent anything executing by runtime machine learning to score real-time behavior against a cloud model to detect previously unknown threats. IOA behavioral analysis that detects behavior that matches known indicators of attack, otherwise known as IOA, including ransomware encryption behaviors and script launching. In-memory runtime analysis to provide malicious script detection, malicious code injection, and runtime unpack detection. When hackers trigger Phase 5, Imperium will bring into play both the Trend Micro XDR solution integrated with Splunk SOAR to prevent lateral movement. Trend Micro XDR will give us a comprehensive view of not only servers, networks, and endpoints, but also to correlate these data points and provide historical references. Together with Splunk SOAR, Imperium will quickly identify and target the infected machines to prevent attacks from advancing further up the attack chain. Imperium, together with our Netscope, CASB, SASE solution, will prevent uploading and propagation of malicious files to Office 365 and any other sanctioned cloud applications. During Phase 6, the hackers will want to release their payloads and exfiltrate the data. Imperium, using Trend Micro's Apex One and XDR combined, will contain the ransomware attack and prevent them from executing through comprehensive visibility, prevention, detection, and response capabilities. Trend Micro will provide 4 key capabilities: web reputation to block connections at kernel level, host intrusion prevention to detect and block any lateral movement behavior, data exfiltration detection with DLP to detect and block sensitive data from leaving the endpoint, and device control to block unknown removable media devices. To conclude, Imperium as a partner provides 3 unique and critical value propositions to our customers in their cybersecurity journey to protect their digitization journey and key assets. The first is in technology. Imperium has the proven ability to provide the best of breed, market-leading solutions together under one roof and integrated through our Talus platform that provides powerful visualization and speed of execution. Imperium's Talus is made up of special builds of Tenable, Trend Micro, and Netscope applications that are integrated into the Splunk Enterprise Security and SOAR platforms for bi-directional data flow, creating a single pane of glass. The second is process. Imperium is highly experienced in the Splunk SOAR solution and have integrated solutions from key security vendors. With SOAR, Imperium will provide comprehensive list of powerful and proven playbooks to help customers unleash the power of automation and enhance the workflow process to increase productivity and speed, to optimize the workloads of precious cybersecurity resources and assets. The third is in people. Imperium certifies all our consultants and ensure a low turnover rate to ensure consistent and successful customer experience. Imperium have over 17 years of proven track record of successful cybersecurity solution consulting and implementation. Imperium is the leading Trend Micro, Tenable, Netscope, and Splunk partner. As a certified Splunk professional services partner, Imperium has been providing services for some of the most complex environments in the Asia-Pacific region. Our ever-growing and evolving Splunk SIEM use cases and playbooks are critical to the security of our Fortune 1000 customers. Imperium's Artificial Intelligence Research Labs, or AirLabs, the data engineers have been assisting customers in identifying outliers in cybersecurity and amplifying the value of their data. Imperium look forward to hear from you soon and to provide you with more in-depth look into our solutions and use cases so you can fully appreciate the power of our Talus platform and the value-added services our teams could provide. By securing your digital journey, at Imperium, we exist every day to help our customers work smarter, live better. My name is Tony Tan, and I'm a very friendly guy, and I look forward to hear from you.